Hi, this is Chloe from Inner Whispers, and today I'm going to be unboxing this lovely big Animal Totem Tarot by Leeza Robertson with illustrations by Eugene Smith. It's one of these big Llewellyn boxes, so let's dive on in there. Well, you can see the pictures, and presumably there's going to be a nice book and a silly little white box and a deck. So let's take a look inside. So, as expected, we have the Guide to the Animal Totem Tarot, and this is a very nice looking book, quite thick as well. It's plenty of meat to it. Let's see, it's officially 347 pages, so that's bigger than quite a lot of them. And we have, let's see, so each card has a full page grayscale of the card on one side, and then a message from the cow, a little description, headings for business and career, family and relationships, health and well-being, and card of the day journal prompts, which is always nice. So we have that for all of the majors, and equally for the minors, with little notes sections, looking at the court cards, and even the other minors have once again the full page grey scan, the little sections on each heading, and notes for you to make your own notes. So there's a bit of padding there with the notes pages, which from my perspective aren't really necessary, but hey, some people might like that. So what else do we have in this book? We also have Tarot for the Uninitiated, a little introduction presumably, Power Animals, Animal Totems and Animal Guides, Understanding the Journey before you begin, and then we dive into the cards. So kind of the first 18 pages is preamble with stuff about the power animals, which looks interesting, and then the last 10 pages or so there are 3 spreads in the Exploring Your Deck section: the Inner Totem Pole, the Archetype spread, and the Situation spread. Let's have a quick look at those. 3, 3, 5. So, spread 1, the Inner Totem Pole, based on a meditation by Ted Andrews. There's no actual, nothing to show us how they should be laid out, so I'm guessing just a straight line up. The Archetype spread, only using the court cards, and it's a 3-card one, and the third spread, Situation spread. So yeah, and this one has a piece of paper that you write on. Okay, so those are fairly interesting. It's a bit of a shame there's nothing to show you sort of how they're laid out, but I guess you can figure that out for yourself. Altogether, quite nice, nicely done. As I say, the notes are a bit of a padding from my perspective, but other than that, it is a very pretty, nicely laid out book. And then we come to, there is no silly little white box. They've listened. So now we just have something to fill up the box and hold the cards nicely and firmly. Fair enough. Away that goes. And here's the actual deck. Borderless. And with quite a colourful, non-reversible back. So let's take a look at each card in turn. We start off with, I am guessing it's a cricket as the Fool. That's quite sweet. The cards, oh, they're a little bit stuck together, which is unusual. Then we have a Leaping Fox as the Magician, I like that with the little lemniscate in the snowflakes above him blowing around his head. The High Priestess is a spider, weaving her web in tune with the moon. The Empress has this, I do like her hair, fluffy bull, and the Emperor is a great gorilla, that works well. The Hierophant, set of keys, and a polar bear. The Lovers, I'm not sure, are they both swans or is one a goose? Interesting. But yes, that works well. There's traditional kind of bits with the trees, and the Chariot is a whale, I'm guessing. Strength is an ox pulling a cart. So that's quite strange in some ways that the Chariot, I guess there are these two flippers here, those other whales that are running before him, or dolphins maybe, and then when we actually have what looks like a chariot, that's the strength card, so that'll take a little bit of getting used to. We have another, this time I guess it's a locust for the Hermit, and I like the way that the sun is kind of held between his antlers almost. Looks like a ladybird for the Wheel of Fortune. Justice is a heron. And interesting, some really big ants, I guess, was the Hanged Man hanging off a ceiling. Oh yes, carrion bird for death. And a flamingo with a rainbow in the background for temperance, that's quite lovely. The devil, quite a powerful card with this dead rabbit from the traps. Yes, interesting having the two traps there as well, and the lynx perhaps hasn't been caught by them. Neither has the rabbit actually, so yes, that's a strange one perhaps. The tower, I'm guessing this is actually like a termite hill or something of the sort. And the star shows a pearl. The moon. The sun. Basking in it, that's quite lovely. Judgment is reindeer. I'm going to have the think on that one. And the world. Ace of Wands is a little firefly. Two of Wands. I'm not even sure what that is. Three of Wands. Your ship's coming in. It's an interesting juxtaposition between birds, nature, and more man-made elements. Five of Wands. Quite harsh, and it has more of a Seven of Wands feel to it at a first glance for me, with all the sticks poking at someone. Six of Wands. Bee, successful honey maker, maybe? And Seven of Wands, skunk. So it's interesting, these two cards are quite similar, and in many ways I'd see this more as the Seven, and I guess that's more defensive and this is a bit more battling slightly, but I could have seen it better with other creatures attacking, but I guess then they couldn't have the wands as well. Not sure about that. Eight of Wands, yes, that's moving fast. Nine of Wands. And the Ten of Wands, a snail. Carries his house on his back, responsibilities. The Page of Wands. An ostrich for the Knight of Wands. They do move fast, it's true. Queen of Wands is a lion. And the King of Wands, I have no idea what that is. Okay, this is going to be one for the books. We'll see. Moving on, Ace of Cups, a kingfisher. I can kind of see that. Two of Cups, a hermit crab. That has me a little bit nonplussed. What that has to do with love or partnership. I guess shares the shell, finds it from someone else, but okay, that's quite odd. Puffins for the Three of Cups, and a squid for the Four of Cups. Beavers for the Five of Cups. Oh, but it's lost its, one's dead. That's quite a sad and powerful image. Quite hurtful. Much more playful here in the Six of Cups. Seals, I think. Seven of Cups, we have dragonflies, maybe. Eight of Cups, could be a salmon. The wisdom to fight against the stream, I like that. Nine of Cups, a butterfly. And 10 of Cups, a happy penguin family. The Page of Cups, that's a beautiful image. With the seal, I guess, inside the wave. Knight of Cups. Pelican, is it? Dearie me, I'm not great with my animals, it would seem. I have no idea what that is. Queen of Cups. Interesting. It looks like a land animal, but who's also happy in the water. Presumably she does have to come up, whereas I would much more have had the Queen as something that can be in the water entirely. Interesting. And the King of Cups. Beaver, very happy with his dam. Ace of Swords, a panda. Two of Swords. Three of Swords. The elephant. Memory. I guess memories are what make us hold on to thoughts and pain. Four of Swords is a toad. Five of Swords, I'm guessing that's a porcupine. Six of Swords, some kind of flying bat. Love it. Absolutely love it. Or flying squirrel. Yeah, they're very cute. Jumping from place to place. Just move on. Seven of Swords looks like a meerkat to me. Eight of Swords is a mole. Very interesting. And the artwork here is, it looks almost... not quite sure how to describe it. It looks almost like oil, except that most of the rest of the time it looks very much more like pencils. So, yeah, I'm not sure if it's mixed media or if I just don't know my media well enough. Nine of Swords. And 10 of Swords. Painful. A pigeon in Paris pinned to a roof. I'm guessing this is a roadrunner or some such for the Page of Swords. And a rook, at a guess, for the Knight of Swords. Ah, a lovely wolf for the Queen of Swords. And eagle of some kind for the King of Swords. I like that for the perspective and so on. And this dung beetle for the Ace of Pentacles works very nicely. A hawk of some kind for the Two of Pentacles. A giraffe for the Three of Pentacles. Teamwork or artisans. It's going to be interesting to look some of these up, I have to say. The squirrel for the Four of Pentacles is clear and obvious and rather nice. I like the way also that this kind of coin has broken up as a shoot comes out, the idea of sowing seeds and what will come. Five of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles with chickens. Seven of Pentacles. Stand back and wait for a better time to fight, perhaps. Eight of Pentacles, a mountain goat. Nine of Pentacles. She or he does have everything they need with them. Ten of Pentacles, some hares. Page of Pentacles, could this be an alpaca? Knight of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles, and a sticky King of Pentacles buffalo. So, altogether, quite an interesting deck. Certainly the cards are very easily recognisable because they do always have not just the title but also the suit objects in the correct number, which is sometimes a complaint people have with these sorts of decks, so that works quite well. The deck is quite thick, thicker than you would expect from a low Scarabeo deck. They're normally a bit thinner. It's hard to hold it all in one hand. I can only just manage that. But despite the initial sort of stickiness, I think they're going to shuffle reasonably well. Let's try a riffle. So yes, they riffle very smoothly. They don't feel overly sticky. That was kind of a just out of the pack thing, I think. While they do seem a little thicker than I'm used to with low Scarabeo decks, so the cards are actually a little thicker. They're not dreadful in that regard. They're just about manageable. And the non-reversibility of the back doesn't bother me. And it's a very attractive pattern. So that's going to be a matter of personal preference. And there we are. The Animal Totem Tarot.